The 1970s gave us Norman Greenbaum, lifting spirits with fuzz-drenched gospel rock. Looking Glass sailing smooth with sunlit harmonies.
There's a girl in this harbor town, and she works.
And Starland vocal band floating into the stratosphere on featherlight melodies.
When everything's a little clearer in the light of day.
But that was only the beginning. From iconic anthems to overlooked gems, these are 10 forgotten one-hit wonders from the 1970s you need to hear. Number 10, Spirit in the Sky by Norman Greenbaum. Kicking off our countdown is a blast of cosmic swagger. Spirit in the Sky was not just a song, it was a full-blown mood. Released at the dawn of the decade, it fused gospel-style call and response with a gritty, buzzing guitar tone that sounded like it had been dragged across desert highways for miles. Greenbaum reportedly wrote it in one sudden burst after hearing a gospel group perform, even though he was not religious himself. Picture AM radios crackling in old dashboards, denim jackets rubbing against cracked vinyl seats, and teenagers pounding the steering wheel to that booming hand-clap groove. It felt mystical, mischievous, and larger than anything on the radio at the time. Even today, the stomp of that chorus echoes through movies, trailers, and playlists, proving that one unforgettable hook can outlive almost anything. If that was the spark, the next one brings the fire. Number 9, Brandy, You Are a Fine Girl by Looking Glass.
Gentlemen, Looking Glass.
Sliding into number 9 is a sunlit slice of storytelling that still feels like a warm day drifting along the docks. Brandy appeared in 1972 with shimmering acoustics and a bass line that swayed like a ship tied to a pier. Looking Glass never expected it to blow up. They were just a New Jersey bar band trying to win over crowds.
Heard about their homes. There's a girl.
Legend says their label did not even plan for it to be a single until radio DJs played it on their own. Then it spread everywhere. Brandy's bittersweet tale of longing hit listeners right in the heart. That lonely barmaid, the sailors singing her name, and the romance that could never be made to work turned the track into a mini-movie in sound. Even now, you can picture it glowing from a seaside jukebox, the chorus drifting out over the salty air. Different city, same rebel heartbeat. Our next band carried the torch. Number 8, Afternoon Delight by Starland Vocal Band.
Gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight.
At number 8, we glide into one of the sweetest and most deceptively sly hits of the decade. Afternoon Delight arrived in 1976, wrapped in harmonies so light they practically floated off the radio. Starland Vocal Band grew out of the Washington, D.C. folk circuit, and by most accounts, the song started as a joke about a dessert listed on a restaurant menu.
Started out this morning feeling so full, I always thought a fish could not be caught.
A little wordplay turned into a catchy idea that became a cultural moment. Behind the angelic vocals was a tune that pushed boundaries in the gentlest way possible. Teens giggled, grown-ups pretended not to get the reference, and everyone hummed along because the melody was irresistible. Picture kids at summer barbecues, lawn chairs stretching across freshly cut grass, and that bright chorus drifting through the neighborhood air.
We can make a lot of loving for the sun gone down.
A moment of soft focus innocence with a wink. A one-hit wonder that still surprises first-time listeners today. and the story behind this next cut still sparks debate among fans. Number 7. Black Betty by Ram Jam.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb.
Crashing in at number 7, Black Betty is the wild card of the list. A raw, roaring blast of energy that shook up 1977. Ram Jam took an old folk tune, ran it through their amps, and turned it into a riff-heavy storm that hit like a speeding muscle car.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. She really gets me.
The debate began immediately. Some claimed the song came from old work songs. Others said, Lead Belly made it famous. Ram Jam took that legacy, electrified it, and unleashed something gritty and unrestrained. Imagine it blasting through aftermarket speakers in a black and chrome car, the T-tops rattling while friends yell the chorus into the wind.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb.
It was loud, chaotic, and unforgettable. One of the top 3 songs on this list literally saved a career. If that was thunder, the next one is lightning. Number 6. Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry. At number 6, we shift into a groove that defined roller rinks and dance floors across the late 1970s. Play That Funky Music burst out in 1976, after Wild Cherry kept hearing crowds shout requests for funk instead of rock. Rob Parisi reportedly wrote the lyrics during a break between bar sets while scribbling ideas on the back of an order slip. What began as a moment of frustration turned into a perfect fusion of rock power and funk swagger. Picture disco balls spinning over polished wooden floors, kids in bell-bottoms sliding and spinning while the chorus hits. It was the sound of a band switching gears and stumbling into a legacy. More than that, the track reportedly kept the band from calling it quits. It pulled them out of a slump and gave them a place in music history.
It wasn't easy changing rock.
Turn the dial up. This next track set the sound on fire. If these classics still give you goosebumps, hit like so, more rock fans can find this. And stick around, because the top tracks are the ones that truly defined the decade. Number 5. Vehicle by the Ides of March. Rolling into number 5, we hit a blast of brass and rock that hit hard in 1970. Vehicle came from the Ides of March, a young Chicago area group that blended rock guitars with a horn section powerful enough to shake club walls. Jim Paterick reportedly wrote the track in minutes, inspired by friends constantly asking him for rides because he had the only vehicle. What started as a joke became a swaggering, horn-drenched anthem that felt like a midnight cruise down a glowing city strip. Imagine the windows down, streetlights flickering along the dashboard, and that unmistakable brass riff punching its way out of the speakers.
I need ya, I want ya, I got to love ya.
The band never matched this chart success, but the track lived on as a cult classic rediscovered by rock fans again and again. Different city, same rebel heartbeat. Our next band carried the vibe into a whole new sound. Number 4. Moonlight Feels Right by Starbuck.
And watching fade the moon away. I guess you know.
At number 4, we drift into one of the dreamiest, most gently hypnotic tunes of 1976. Moonlight Feels Right came from Starbuck, a group that blended soft rock with hints of jazz and a touch of cosmic charm.
The wind blew some luck in my direction. I caught.
The famous marimba solo reportedly caused trouble in the studio because the instrument kept slipping out of tune in the summer heat. When they finally nailed it, a little bit of magic happened. Picture warm nights near the shoreline, convertibles gliding alongside the water, while the moon glimmers overhead. The whole track feels like a postcard from a softer world.
'Cause southern bells are hell at night. You say you...
Starbuck did not repeat the success, but listeners continued to rediscover the song as a chilled-out escape to a sweeter time. Lore says the next track almost never got made. You can hear the urgency in every note. Number 3. Magic by Pilot.
It's magic, you know.
Soaring into number 3, Magic lit up 1974 with a burst of bright optimism that felt like opening the windows to the first perfect day of summer.
Music playing in the morning light.
Pilot, a Scottish group formed by musicians who once backed the Bay City Rollers on tour, created a track so airy and joyful it practically floated. The famous hook reportedly emerged during a rushed writing session inspired by a simple guitar phrase. The finished product shimmered with layered vocals and soft guitars. It was the soundtrack of first crushes, backyard swings, and quiet afternoons spent next to a humming transistor radio. Pilot never matched the success, but magic shines on in films, commercials, and nostalgic playlists. We have rocked hard enough. Now for a slow burn anthem that hits the gut. Number 2, Love Hurts by Nazareth.
Love scars, love wounds.
Landing at number 2 is a ballad so emotional and raw that it has been breaking hearts for decades. Love Hurts had been recorded before, but Nazareth turned it into a storm of gravel-voiced pain in 1975. Dan McCafferty's vocals cracked with honesty, giving the track a haunting intensity. Reports say the band wanted something slower and more emotional after years of heavy rock songs. They ended up creating an anthem for anyone who ever loved too deeply. Picture the crackle of vinyl in a dim bedroom, the sting of memory in the air, and the world feeling heavier than usual. Nazareth never surpassed the commercial success of this single, but its legacy became universal. Our number 1 track split critics at release, then conquered the world. Number 1, The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy.
Them wild-eyed boys that had been away haven't changed.
Claiming the top spot is an anthem soaked in neon lights and street corner swagger. Released in 1976, The Boys Are Back in Town gave Thin Lizzy their defining moment. Phil Lynott reportedly drew inspiration from real friends returning home, capturing the thrill of reunions filled with loyalty and just a bit of danger. The track paints an entire nightlife scene in 3 minutes. Neon signs buzzing, motorcycles growling down the block, old friends shouting greetings as jukeboxes blare. The twin guitar harmony became instantly iconic.
Friday night they'll be dressed to kill down at Dino's bar.
Some critics did not know where to place it. Too melodic for hard rock, too gritty for pop. Fans decided instantly. The song became a soundtrack for comebacks and nights that feel electric. If that brought back memories, tap like and subscribe to keep the classics alive. From arena-shaking anthems to forgotten gems, these songs prove why rock's golden era will never die. Next up, 10 most iconic rock songs from 1980s that defined the era. It is waiting for you on screen.